Sister Shivani, such a warm welcome to Canada. We are so excited that you're coming to see us in August. And we wanted to really bring you actually before the month of August so we can travel together, and we call it Pathway to Inner Freedom, since there will be many talks in Canada, 7 cities you'll be visiting and sharing on inner freedom. But we thought before we reach that, let's explore the pathway to inner freedom. And first, I wanted to give you a chance to say hello to your new Canadian friends waiting for you with great anticipation. We've created this program, and thousands are going to join. So you may want to say hello to your new friends waiting for you.
Om Shanti and greetings of peace, power, and love from Bharat, radiating the beautiful vibrations of the culture of Bharat, which is all about that the world is one family. So, really, it doesn't matter that we are in different countries, but just through our thoughts, feelings, and vibrations, we're always connected. So, lovely to meet you, each one of you, online today, and really looking forward to meet you offline in August. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
And it will come very soon. So we thought, inner freedom, it's a big concept, and I know many will have different ways to interpret freedom. How do they understand that inner freedom? So if we were to create, like, let's say, a 4-step journey leading to the month of August, what would be for you the first step we should be thinking about on that journey?
First, to understand the meaning of the word inner freedom, because we're all used to freedom outside, and we've never really paused to think that what is inner freedom. So, in very simple words, it is wherever my mind is dependent, which means the thoughts I create, the feelings I create, the emotions I create, then my words and behaviors that I create, if they are my choice, which I have created with awareness, then I am a free soul. But if I'm saying I'm feeling like this because of, I'm thinking like this because of, then I, the being, is dependent on something or someone outside. And then it's the outer world which I blame for what I'm feeling in my inner world. We're going through times where the outer world may not be my way. And outer world means the world, what is happening in the world, in the country, in my family, in my office, even in my body. So, whatever is happening outside of this I, the being, is my outer world. And what's happening here, my thoughts, feelings, emotions, is my inner world. So, inner freedom means the inner world is independent of the outer world, which means there can be chaos around me, but I have the power to create calm within. There can be aggression around me, and I have the power to radiate peace and compassion to the other soul. So that would be inner freedom. Whereas most of us right now are experiencing the opposite, one word from another person, one situation which is not my way, traffic jam which was not predicted. So we go, I'm irritated because of, I'm angry because of, I'm upset because of, I'm stressed because of. So this vocabulary itself is conveying I am dependent. So the next 4 months, we will explore, not just understand, but experiment. Because it's not just knowledge, but if I use that knowledge, it becomes my wisdom. So we are not just going to listen to this video, we are going to take down to do things. What are we going to do with it? And then we're going to work on it for this 1 month. Next month, we will take up a next topic, then we will do on that. And throughout this month, we will keep connecting through a short message, through a gentle reminder of the little personal homework that we are doing. While we're doing everything outside, the homework is just inside, so it doesn't take extra time from you. And this is the way by which, by the time we actually meet face to face in August, I think most of your topic would already be a part of your personality, which means at least that inner work has begun. And when we meet in August, you will be sharing your stories, your experiences, even if it's just a little tiny scene of life, but your experience where you, your mind, was not dependent on the situation outside, and you consciously chose to respond another way. So the first step, we will break this into 4 steps for 4 months. So we thought the first step we will do on the more outer dependency, which means either being through my eyes, my ears, my mouth. What all am I dependent on? These my sense organs, they are dependent today on what I watch, what I hear, what I eat, what I drink. And sometimes we know this is not healthy for me, and yet we are doing it. And when we are doing what we know is not right, it is a deep, deep stage of not just dependency, but an addiction. And if I am not able to free myself from these outer things, then my deeper, subtle independence, probably the journey might not even begin. So the first dependency will be on our outer objects, technology, what we eat and drink. Next month, we will explore our dependency on situations. Third month, we will explore our dependency on people's behaviors, their reactions, their words, the way they do things. And the fourth month, we'll go deeper to my dependency and my addiction to my own nature which I feel is not comfortable for me. Let's say creating hurt is not comfortable for me. I've understood that how I should not be creating hurt. But yet sometimes I'm a victim of my own nature and I say, I didn't want to, but it happened. So we'll go from the outside to the deep inner layers of our dependency. We're living in a world where we are flooded with content. We are hardly ever without our gadgets. And these gadgets and technology has made our life extremely comfortable. I mean, it's now even difficult to imagine that can we actually live without these gadgets because we haven't done that since a very long time. But yet, most of us still belong to that generation where we saw these first gadgets, technology, and then social media, and then 24 by 7 content come into our life. And so we've seen a graph of how the world changed. And so now we're going to just master the art of using technology, using content the intelligent way, which means with wisdom, where we are the master, we are choosing, not we are a victim or a slave, where we are saying, you know what, I wanted to use the phone only for 5 minutes, but I don't know where 30 minutes passed away, which means I was not the master, not even of the technology, not even of my mind, and not even of my time. I wasted 30 minutes and I don't know where those 30 minutes went away. So, a little attention and very little practice to shift from being a slave to technology to becoming a master and using it for my benefit, not being abused by my own nature of dependency. So I don't think we need to discuss what all it's doing to us, to our mental health, to our emotional health, to our physical health, and most important, to our relationships, to our social health. And the impact of all this comes on our professional health. It's on our professional health. So there is enough now knowledge and information about what it has done to us. Though I think we've learned it very late. We've learned it after 20, 25 years what this is doing to us. Because probably using the phone didn't come with a user manual that what is the right way to use it. We were just taught how to use it. So we know what it's doing to us. And most important, all of you know what it's doing to your children. So when you become a master, you are radiating that vibration of independence into the house, and your children are absorbing that vibration because it's one thing which you cannot take away from your children. You can't just tell them, put away your phone. No, because more than you, they are deeply addicted because their addiction started at a very, very, very young age. And for some of them, the addiction is starting when they are babies. They are less than 1 year old and they have a phone in their hand. So the younger we start, the earlier we start, the deeper is the addiction. So that neuroplasticity, the coding is very, very strong. So we cannot ask them to stop. We have to do it for ourselves. And we radiate the vibration. We don't even say anything to anybody. So just for this 1 month, and of course, because you will benefit, you will continue it. But just for this 1 month, to continue using, but with choice, let's just take few steps of what we can start doing. The first step that we all need to do is silent all our notifications. There's a deep science on what this is doing to our mind and to our brain. It is distracting us every few seconds or few minutes, and every time our attention breaks, there is a lot of energy getting wasted, deep impact on the brain, and of course, then our focus and our concentration. That's detail. Probably we'll discuss that in August. But for now, just experiment. We don't have to believe any of this, but we just need to experiment it to see what liberation you are going to feel. So, just for this 1 month, just silent all your notifications, whether it is social media applications and whether it is even the messaging apps. Always to remember if there's something urgent, nobody messages. They will call you. And if someone has sent a message, it which means it can wait. Doesn't matter if you see it after 30 minutes. This whole thing of it giving that beep or that ring and we distracting and we pulling our attention from what we're doing to just go to the phone to see what is it, and probably it's just a good morning. There's nothing there. And just for that, I broke my focus, my concentration, and my distraction. So, just first step, we will silent our notifications. Second step, any social media application to which you feel you are addicted, which means you don't want to spend that much time and energy on it, and yet you are wasting it almost every single day. And yet, probably you are scrolling that social media app just before going to sleep, and that is affecting not only your time of sleep, but it is affecting your quality of sleep. Most of us are not getting deep sleep because content is what we're consuming before going to sleep. So, second step, just for a month, uninstall that particular social media application. Don't worry, we'll go back to it, but just for a
Mm.
month. And you will have few withdrawal symptoms for a few days, you would feel. But it is simpler than even giving up a cup of tea or coffee. It's really simple. It's just for 3, 4 days. Your attention will get pulled towards the gadget and it's not there. And 3 days later, you're going to tell yourself, what was I exactly doing all these years? I was wasting all this time and energy on this. And look at it. I'm a master of my own mind. Leave alone what difference it's going to create on your emotions. That is even deeper. But just saving on time and saving on your attention and focus. So let's uninstall for a month. Next month, we'll decide what to do with that application. So one is notification silent. One is uninstalling any app that I'm addicted to. Third, just take care of the quality of the content you are consuming. Whatever you don't want to be, don't consume that. Because content, again, we'll see deeper later, but content is our emotional diet. What we watch, read, listen is what gets created here. So most of our stress and anger and worry and fear and insecurity and jealousy is all because we are just consuming so much content, so much content. So just for a month, you're not going to stop using content. You're just going to filter. It's like a diet change. If I've been used to having a lot of junk food, today I realize it's not good for my health. I don't stop eating. I just eat wisely. I just choose all those things which are healthy for me. So if you don't want to experience stress, anger, fear, and all that long list, just don't consume content which has those emotions. So just filtration, conscious consumption, remembering content is equal to emotional diet. And what I watch, read, listen becomes my thoughts. Thoughts come into behavior. Behavior becomes my nature. Nature creates my karma. Karma creates my destiny. So you can make a nice poster and put it around you. Content is equal to destiny. Change your content, destiny will change. So that's our third step, that we will consciously choose our content. Fourth step, two important times where you just cannot consume lower energy content, and that is first thing in the morning and just before going to sleep. Because these are the two times when the subconscious mind is open, and if you take it there, then it's going deep into your nature, into your personality. So these two times, consume pure, healthy content. Any content which is full of peace, love, forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, unity, respect. Consume that content because you'll become that. So we are not just restricting the lower energy content, we are going to consciously consume the higher energy content. And last, one more thing, which is very simple to do, which will heal relationships. When we are back home in the evening, we've held on to that phone the entire day. We've used it throughout the day. Now, once you're back home in the evening, again, we're not going to stop using the phone, but we will just keep it in one corner in the room where we can hear the ring. And we are that generation who remembers the wired phone, the landline. So just for those couple of hours from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., 10 p.m., that evening time, let's convert our mobile phone into a landline, which means we keep it in a place, in a corner where we can listen to the ringtone. We will go up to the phone, talk, keep it there, come back. Not sit with family with head bent, staring into the screen, consuming the world, and not connecting to our own people. And if you start doing this, only one person in the family has to start doing this. If you start doing this very soon, second, third, fourth, everybody will join you at home and you will see the magic it will create in your relationships and, of course, on the emotional and mental health of your children. So let's just do these 4 steps for this 1 month. Only experiment with the step. You will get the result. And after that, it is your power. It is your wisdom. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Well, Sister Shivani, you were asking for a journey. We got a whole journey with the diet and a very unique way to start. So thank you so much. Really very, very rich sharing that we can put into practice right now. So thank you, and we'll continue this second step next month. So thank you for sharing, and I think you've always almost moved to Canada now. If you're going to stay with us for 4 months, it feels you're almost now living with us in Canada. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Om Shanti.